Sometimes I think we gotta ask ourselves that question: do we want to stay on the shallow side of life, or move to the deep end of life, in which God becomes our only lifeguard?
Willing to be yourself in the sight of people, no matter what people think. I think that's what it's all about. Welcome back to the channel. All of my people out there who rocking with your boy. Y'all know we always out here on the grind, and that's what I want to talk about today. I don't want to make this video too long, but I do want to come and try to let y'all know that, look, trucking takes a huge work ethic. It takes a huge work ethic. And the first thing that I'm starting to learn, and that I learned that I know I can spread with others, is that a lot of young people like myself, we like to enjoy life. We like to go out there. We like to party every weekend. Look, trucking, you got to give up something. You got to give up quite a few things. You got to have a work ethic. The thing that convicts me is that before you think about a truck, before you think about buying a truck, before you think about starting a company, before you think about taking these huge leaps of faith and these huge risks, you got to make sure that you have the work ethic. I mean, to literally do whatever it takes to make sure your company is going to keep going forward, and to make sure that no matter what happens, no matter what you got to learn, no matter what bumps, that you're going to keep going. And that's the first thing for me that I was doing while I was in college. I was working hard. Every day I was in the gym. So it kind of translated over to trucking. And the thing about it is, when you got a huge work ethic, it don't matter where you go in life. You're going to make more money. You're going to figure it out. And that's why for me, it's no rush on buying multiple trucks or buying a truck. And the way I started off as an owner operator was a good way for me, because the thing about it is, I know that I'm going to work hard. I know that for a fact. But working hard don't always lead to more money. It's working smart. So I just needed to know the game. I just needed to know the numbers. I just need to know how far I can exceed my work ethic. And that's the biggest leveraging tool that I can tell any young person that watch my video, even old people. Old people have been doing it for years. They work hard to the point that they don't get that much of a return, that they start to kind of wind down. But like at this age where we most healthy and when we more fit, you got to grind. You got to put in that work. And not only that, you got to maximize your brain. So you got to read more books, because you don't want to start to get complacent and lazy, because then your company can go down. If you start a company, your truck can go down, and then you can just get lazy. So that's why it was real large for me to learn the number one concept, no matter what happens, that as long as I keep grinding, I had a work ethic that I started with when I started at $0. Getting multiple trucks, it's not a big issue. It's not a rush. It's not really a rush for me. It's crawling before I walk. And I'm only 22 years old, and the thing about it is, trucking can change anybody's life if you're willing to put in that work. I don't care if you're a felon. I don't care where you come from. What ethnicity. It can change your life if you're willing to put in that work. And that's why I come on here, and I'm here to inspire. A lot of times I show y'all me living in some of my visions. So when I talk about having multiple trucks and things like that, I know I'm going to be there because how hard and how much I'm going to continue to grind. And that's the thing. Once you go to the truck dealership and you sign papers on the truck and the financing the truck and you got a truck payment, you got to grind, because that payment is not going to pay for itself. You got to put in the work. Ain't nothing going to come to you out here. So if I can give any advice on the little advice that I know, is I'm going to keep putting my head down and grinding. And guess what? The right opportunities and the right chances is always going to fall to the person that's grinding, managing his money correctly, and meeting the right people. Hey, look, another thing that I learned too is making sure you talking or you got the right female, having the right energy in your corner or in your circle. Now look, if you're talking to a female who don't see the vision, who don't see your vision, who just want the money, who just want to see you, come home and spend money and go out, you're not going to survive. One thing I learned is I can't talk to multiple females, because they're going to stop the grind. Now look, everybody want this big money. Everybody want to make millions, whatever you want to call it. Of course, none of us wake up like, I want to struggle, I want to be broke. But you got to make sure that you're getting the right energy poured into you, because out here in this trucking industry, it can get real lonely. If you don't got somebody who understand, who patient, and who see your vision, you're going to be trying to rush to the crib to, especially if you got trust issues. It's a lot of mental stuff you got to learn, and mental capacity you got to, endure to really sustain in this industry and just take it from level to level to level. And I just wanted to come on here and talk about that today. The Inspired Trucker, we finna get back to the grind, man. Stay tuned for a lot of the content that's finna come, man. It's finna be crazy on a whole nother scale. Y'all keep rocking with your boy. We're gonna keep going up, and I'm gonna keep inspiring in any way I can. Stay tuned. Find who you are, live in spirit, and find peace.
Our lives are meant to be legacies for somebody else, for generations to come. And we got to continue to walk after that and do things that are courageous.